Hi guys, happy holidays! It's hot cocoa bomb season, so today I'm showing you the quickest and easiest way to make them before you invest in the 3-part molds if you haven't already. They're the most up-to-date tool out there. Unfortunately, from my experience, they bend over time, failing to mold a perfect sphere and take up more storage space. Instead of throwing out your silicone molds, these magical tips and tricks will simplify the whole method while achieving shiny shells easy and effortlessly, making this a fun holiday activity anyone can do. Plus these Pinkmas inspired designs for any pink Christmas theme. Comment down below which design is your favorite, so be sure to keep on watching and let's create something magical! To make the most easy and effortless hot cocoa bomb shells, the 4 essentials you're going to need are your favorite brand of chocolate melts, number 2, a silicone sphere mold, number 3, a cupcake tin from your kitchen, and last, a pastry brush, either silicone or regular bristles, whichever type you have. I'm using this 2.5-inch diameter silicone mold from Amazon. First, the magic is all in the shiny finish. The trick is to shine up each cavity. Just dampen a paper towel with a high-proof clear alcohol such as Everclear vodka to remove any lint that clings onto the silicone or excess residue left behind even after washing, so it's squeaky clean and your chocolate won't appear dull. Another game-changing tip is to cut your molds out individually. The key is to keep the sphere shape so that it fits perfectly inside the cupcake tin, and also leave a little bit of a rim around the edge. That way it's easy to grip and work with. Be sure that the cupcake tin is a standard size to support the mold snugly inside without flopping around, not a jumbo or oversized pan. A bonus to cutting the mold is for compact storage. As you can see, the 3-part molds take up a lot of space. Instead, with silicone, you can cut and store a lot more for better organization. Now we're ready for melting and molding. I melt my Sweet Tooth Fairy wafers inside of an OXO pouring cup to pour right into the cavity. I have it thinned out to a fluid pourable consistency and at the right molding temperature. Sweet Tooth Fairy is around 100 to 105 degrees. Start by filling a little more than halfway. Hold to support it from the bottom as if you're rolling a ball, and swirl the chocolate around to coat the mold several times, especially by the edges. Once completely coated, switch your grip to the top by the rim and spill the extra chocolate back into the OXO cup. Very convenient to save product and remelt any leftover chocolate. Then finish by storing inside one of the cups. This method is my go-to. Anyone can do it as an activity for the whole family. The most important guidelines are to thin out the chocolate with enough thinning agent for pouring. My reference for this brand is about 3 tablespoons of Paramount crystals per 6 ounces of wafers. If you're still unsure of the process and need more help, I break down these specific temperatures and thinning agents for 4 different chocolate brands in the tutorial linked on the top right corner of the screen or in my mini ebook sold on my Etsy shop. I prefer Sweet Tooth Fairy over Merkins for molding with more of a shiny look, and it's available in several colors and flavors at Michael's Craft Store. The peanut butter is one of my favorites. I used it here to mold the gingerbread and gold ornament designs. We're almost done completing the first layer on all of the hot cocoa bombs. Next, for the other colors, the wafers are pre-colored, and feel free to give the pink a boost by gradually adding oil-based candy coloring and mixing to your desired shade. Color Mill has a beautiful baby pink, perfect for Pinkmas. The blue had no added coloring and was on the thicker side without the extra oil content, making it harder to spread out, so I took my time to ensure that it reaches the edges. We're going to reinforce them anyway with one more layer, so let the cupcake tin sit on the counter at room temperature for 15 minutes. I prefer not to refrigerate the first layer because when you go to do the second layer, it will set super fast when it comes in contact with the cold surface. Take your pastry brush and apply the second layer with a generous amount, focusing on the edge areas. There is no need to coat as much in the center. I recommend keeping the center walls less thick because when you pour in the hot milk, it will take less time to explode, so stick to reinforcing the edges to prevent breakage. And guys, if you're enjoying so far, thank you for stopping by my channel. Be sure to join the party and subscribe for more fun treat tutorials and hit that bell to receive all notifications. It's been one last round chilling in the fridge for 15 minutes. When removing from the mold, loosen around the edges by pinching all around. Then carefully flip it over onto your palm and slowly peel away to reveal that shiny shell. These always remind me of igloos or snow globes. To prevent getting any smudges or fingerprints on the shells, I wear gloves and handle as least as possible, but whenever I need to move them, I don't touch from the top, only the sides, or slide them over on the mat. Just scooch them over. Our friend Noel the Nutcracker is helping us assemble the hot cocoa bombs with all the good stuff. What I love about the 2.5-inch spheres is you can fit more cocoa mix and marshmallows. To begin assembling, I keep a mug warmer handy with a sheet of parchment paper to go on top, much easier to clean up and wipe off between different colors without having to warm a plate or skillet. Gently rotate the shell for a few seconds over the warmer to clean up the edges, and secure by placing inside of a cupcake liner kept in the cupcake tin. I keep the parchment paper from sliding around by taping it to the warmer. As for marshmallows, there wasn't much in the Swiss Miss, so I added more dehydrated marshmallows into the mix and dropped a tablespoon of cocoa into each shell, as well as some jet-puffed mini marshmallows, just enough so that the top is still able to close. Not sure if you're able to spot the pretty pink marshmallows in here that are peppermint flavor, but I will be sure to link them in the description box down below. The final part of assembly is enclosing the other shell for the top half, warming the same way as we did before for the bottom. Line both of them up and hold down for a few seconds to close the seams. And the fun part is the decorating. Our first design is this super cute reindeer with her pretty pink nose. I molded the antlers in white chocolate with this candy mold, and I'm painting the gold metallic detail with a gold edible paint. To mix it, I take a dropper to add small amounts of Everclear to an edible gold luster dust, mixing until it becomes a paint consistency. Feel free to drop in more liquid if the paint is still too thick or chalky. Then brush directly on the chocolate with light dabbing strokes. For the final result, it should look something like this. The shape is very thin and delicate. Use light pressure when attaching them on with some melted chocolate as the glue. And for her eyeliner and eyelashes, either stiff consistency royal icing or black chocolate would work. The secret to thin, precise lines are a tipless piping bag and a very small hole cut at the corner of the bag. I made her nose out of light pink fondant and dusted on her blush with a Wilton pearl dust in the shade Orchid. Bring the whole look together with a Wilton edible glitter spray, and she's ready to slay the runway in the Christmas sky. Another simple but elegant design for your box is a gold splatter. The technique is slightly different than the painting consistency. Instead, it needs to be looser and should contain more alcohol than luster dust. After picking up some product, tap the handle of the brush to create a splatter pattern, scattering all around until achieving your desired look. Next is Mr. Gingerbread. On the peanut butter bomb, I'm piping a scalloped design along the front with white royal icing and black beady eyes with a curved smile. I also like royal icing because it doesn't need reheating back and forth in the microwave. On the corners of his mouth, I attached pink fondant circles for the cheeks and a shake of Back Hell Gold Tinker Dust. Now Mr. Gingerbread wants to go to the skating rink with Frosty the Snowman. I piped a thin band curving around for the earmuffs. This gorgeous color is Color Mill Pink mixed in to tint the royal icing. For the carrot nose, I build up a bead and drag it out in orange royal icing and several dots in the shape of a smile. Dress Frosty up for the skating rink with pink marshmallow earmuffs. Since the marshmallows are heavy, I stuck them on with chocolate instead of the icing. Chocolate is more firm to give it stability. Then finish Frosty off with some glittery snow. Last but not least is the gold and glittery ornament. The loops are made with Twizzlers and the ornament caps are the Reese's Mini Peanut Butter Cups. Unfortunately, the white chocolate Reese's Minis are discontinued. I prefer painting over white chocolate, being that it's easier to cover. However, it still works with milk chocolate. All you need to do is allow the first coat to dry, and if needed, paint over it with another coat to cover anything that's too sheer. Similar concept for covering the cocoa bomb with glitter. The color of the bomb should closely match the color of the glitter to blend in. I'm brushing on a thin layer of edible adhesive. Be aware not to add too much and spread it out into a thin, even layer without leaving globs behind. My edible glitter is Gold Tinker Dust. It's FDA approved and safe for consumption. Here I want to show you what happens if you don't spread out the adhesive or apply too much. When done right, it should look like this. Give that a shake, 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 and secure the ornament cap with a dot of chocolate. Displaying your creations in clean packaging, whether it's for your small business or gifts, is a great way to present all your hard work. This is a clear cupcake box from Amazon that's easy to put together. After placing in the cupcake inserts, simply slide the board into the clear box and close up the end by locking the flap inside the slot. I hope you guys enjoyed learning these quick and easy hot cocoa bomb hacks. Give this video a thumbs up if you did and you try them out this season. It's Christina here. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.